Whose physique would you rather have off the rack? Flex Wheeler or Kevin Levrone?
When Flex was never the biggest guy, it was just like he became big once he was under the lights, and because the roundness, like you said, Scott, the waist and the joints were just so tiny.
3 weeks out from Olympia, just cranking 405 on the flat bench, like eating fish and green beans. Crazy. Hey everybody, welcome to It's Just Bodybuilding Reacts. I'm Big Ron Partlow. This is Dusty Hanshaw and the producer Scott McNally. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and
Comment. And ring the bell.
And there we go.
Threw him off.
Let's throw
My
him
bell
off.
didn't know what to do.
I skipped a chord on the opening riff.
Don't
We're all
comment
right,
on this
so we're
one,
still
guys.
here.
You don't need to comment on this.
Yeah, no comments on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was saying. Remember, IamMute.com. Dusty and Big Ron are your codes. Get your discount, which means you save money, and then we keep our jobs. Our jobs.
Very important.
They're taking our jobs. They're taking our jobs. Okay, we are here, and we're doing a react. Whose physique would you rather have off the rack? Flex Wheeler or Kevin Levrone in 2000? So Here we are. We're watching the Battle for the Olympia 2000, right, Scott?
Yep, we've got, well, this is, Battle for Olympia 2000. We got Kenneth Flex Wheeler to start here. Looks like he's at Gold's Gym.
Yep.
Gold's Venice.
Yes.
Gold's Venice.
The Golds.
The
And of course, he's
Gold's
going to start
Venice, okay.
covered up, but I'm sure he's going to peel down by the end.
Yes.
And he's doing the
Only
chins,
seen these
chins
videos
on the
1,000
chin assist
times.
machine.
Right. Ooh, I like that belt. I'll take that waist off the rack. That waist to lat ratio.
Yeah.
And that's the
doesn't hurt
magic
your
mirror
feelings.
right
So,
there. Isn't that the
fashion-
magic mirror?
Yeah, well, I see the chain link fence.
Yes,
I
it
think that's
is.
on the right side of the wall.
It is,
I think
'cause
that's
that's
on
where
the
they,
correct side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, by 2000, we'd seen the fashion had calmed down a little bit. You know, he's wearing like black and gray. It's like not the 90s anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when Crockett and Tubbs
Make-
switched to darker colors on Miami Vice.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's like season
toned it
3, season 4, more dark grays and charcoals.
Less
Yeah.
pinks and salmons.
Yeah,
Yes.
less salmon, less baby blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Kids at home are like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, what's Miami Vice?
Okay. Yeah,
Google's
yeah.
getting some extra work right now.
Okay, so we've got Flex Wheeler here. Look, it just hanging. I don't know how many weeks out was this. Did you see?
I
This
didn't
was like
know.
days out, not
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we're closing
Days.
in now.
Okay, so he's
That's
Okay.
why he's
1,
So-
2,
doing
3, 4,
5
5
quarters.
Yeah, right.
got those crazy triceps that just kind of like always
The
sort
whole
of stick
arm.
out, ridiculous. And of course, yeah.
Off the rack.
And of course, people are going to say, off the rack, people are going to say, it's site injections. But, yeah.
Hey,
no,
even if it
that's
is,
not how
it's
it
done
works.
really well. So
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I
Yeah.
love that term
The
too.
greatest,
off the
the
rack.
greatest site. Yeah.
Like I could just decide. Yeah. I'll
Also,
take
too,
his
the
arms.
guys that say it's all oil have never realized how many bad shots you get when you try to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You've seen the guys.
And he
They
just
have
looks
like
awesome.
purple spots on their arms, and they're all red and swollen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just look at how
There's
round
Rico.
all
Okay,
of the
Rico's
muscle
training
is.
with him still. Yeah. I remember when I saw Flex training at Gold's in like 96, 7.
You were
He was
there,
training
huh?
with Charles, and I remember he was benching 2 plates. Like
Okay.
on the flat bench. And I remember thinking like 2 plates, dumb kid, right?
Yeah.
I bench fucking 3 plates. And then he took his sweatshirt off.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I have a lot to learn.
I guess it didn't matter at all, right? 3
No.
plates.
Yeah.
when Flex was never the biggest guy, it was just like he became big once he was under the lights, and because the roundness, and like you said, Scott, the waist and the joints were just so tiny. The way the muscles tie in and where they are, the muscle bellies, his bicep starts at his forearm and ends at his delt.
Yeah.
Just
I did have those.
joint.
If those are NPC pants, I did have those exact same pants.
Oh, they're definitely NPC pants.
Yeah,
it'll say on the pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, everyone, this is an exercise that's been deemed useless, by the way.
Yeah, they're the NPC pants for sure.
Yeah.
They had a matching
everything.
jacket too. I didn't get the jacket.
I always avoided matching tracksuits. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
If I had the gray bottoms, I had to wear the black hoodie.
Yeah,
Like, I couldn't.
which makes sense.
I couldn't. I know the guys that walked around with like the purple sweatsuit. I just thought they looked like Barney.
Did you ever have one that you put like Big Ron across your back?
No.
No.
No. I think you
people
have to
did
be
do that.
Flex Wheeler to do that.
Well, people did do that though, even at like the local shows.
Yeah. No,
Their
I know.
nickname that they made up for themselves. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was Gold's at its peak right there. And it's exactly how I remember it being there. It's changed a ton since then.
Before Arnold took his pictures down and put them back up.
Yeah, that short little stint.
Yeah.
Also, before being on the wall was like a really big deal. Like they've really lowered the standard of who can make the wall in that place.
Yeah.
For a while, it was like Olympia, professional athletes. That's it. God, look
What
at
else
that.
we got with Ken? Yeah. Look at the. Yeah, I know.
Let me see. I'll
And
roll us forward a little bit.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, we all know how Flex would show up at the shows, and at the 2000 Olympia, he looked very good, and he placed third actually.
Okay.
My
know,
Christian
he
making a
beat-
little drop on.
Yeah. So you guys want the top? You guys want the top 10 at this year's at the 2000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got in 10th. We got Orville Burke, who's apparently still alive. I
Nice.
We
reported
all
that
thought he was
Orville was dead.
Everyone did.
I know that he went into a coma, but I guess he's still alive. And then we got Dexter in 9th, Jay in 8th, Marcus Rule in 7th, Lee Priest in 6th, Nasser in 5th. 4th was Sean Ray. 3rd was Flex Wheeler. See, now he's starting to get a little more of a pump. So he's getting harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now, see the ripples in the bicep now through the skin? Like it's funny. If Flex had that type of physique that's he's probably so depleted that he doesn't come to life until he gets like a pump.
Right.
Because we know how Flex used to like.
You stopped
have
at
to
3rd,
starve.
by the way.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's how
he
we do
does do
things.
that.
Oh, okay.
Top 2, take a guess.
So top 2 would be obviously so it'd be
Levrone.
Kevin in 2nd.
Kevin.
And
then
then
Ronnie.
Ronnie, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonkers. So I actually have a
it's-
story. I had a friend that competed at the USAs against Flex, and he said he went backstage and Flex had his jacket off.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I don't know what the hype is about this guy. I'm going to smoke him." And they said he pumped up for like 5 minutes, and he goes, "I watched him put on 20 pounds and knew I was screwed."
Yeah. Yeah. I remember Flex saying that he used to like just eat no carbs at all. He would just eat chicken and fish
Okay.
and just not eat any carbs at all and then every like once in a while he'd have a Subway sandwich.
Get a little carbs in, fill out.
Yeah. So it's like, and I remember him saying that he thought he trained super depleted for his preps all the time, and it probably wasn't the best way to do it. But
Yeah,
because
imagine
the way he looks on stage and the way he looks in like right now, he looks pretty flat to me, like for Flex.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure.
But now
Well,
he's
you
coming to
wouldn't think
life.
that
Like,
was
see, everything's
good,
starting
really
to.
good.
He's getting a little harder now. Like it's really weird. But I've seen that before. I've seen guys like radically transform like a week out, and you're like, "What the fuck did that guy do?" And you're like, "Oh, he must have just been fucking flat."
Yeah.
He just
Imagine
started
if he
eating.
had
Like,
like
you
the
can see
knowledge of today. You know what I mean? What he could do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say this, that like if we could go back in time and give him today's knowledge, even though it was Ronnie, I feel like he could have won the Olympia with that education.
Right.
At least one.
It's shocking that he didn't win one. I think what's funny is younger guys watching this wouldn't understand that Flex would smoke most of the top pros now. Because when you look at the video, it's not the Flex that shows up on stage. So it just, I mean, as good as he looks, it's not as wacky as watching Derek Lunsford do a pull down like this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. So,
by the way, did you hear what Aceto said about Lunsford?
What'd he say?
Nuh-uh.
Well, he said because Lunsford was in Germany at FIBO.
Yeah.
And Chris went and had a look at him in the room, and Chris just said, like, he's like, everybody's completely hooped. He's like, this is out of control. Yeah. He said, you think you saw Derek last show. It's not even. He said, don't even forget about that. So we'll see what happens. Okay.
All right, now we got Kevin.
And then we got Kevin Levrone. So Kevin, how far out's Kevin here? How far are we out here? Did we get a number?
This is from his video, actually. They stole these. So this would have been within a couple weeks as well.
Okay.
And he's still got 4 plates on the flat bench.
His face is looking
when he's done with
sunk
this,
in.
he goes to the incline and does the same thing. Look at the arms.
That was always
through
amazing to me.
through the shirt.
Yeah.
I also like the fashion. These two guys in 2000, everything's toned down a bit. Kevin's got an old ripped sweatshirt on. It's no pinks, no teal.
Yeah, this is the look I'm more familiar with in bodybuilding. Kind of just like some oversized sweats, bigger shirt. Of course, he's got his tank underneath that probably because you got to peel down at some point, right? And
cue the people that are upset. He's got a weight belt on because his core will be weak.
Yeah.
I'm like, what about the psychological benefit?
Watching him train, dude. Watching him train all the way to the shows was always his training never changed. Off season prep.
Yeah.
God damn! Look at that.
He looks strong too.
3 weeks out from the Olympia, just cranking 405 on the flat bench, like eating fish and green beans. Fucking crazy.
It's interesting to see just how different his training is than Flex's, Like you can see it instantly here.
12 reps on the flat bench without a touch.
Yeah.
I like how he's not even wearing his own belt, just like his buddy's belt. Doesn't even have his name on it. Says like some other name on the back. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll work.
And then he's training with like a mortal who's benching 3 plates for reps.
That's not 3 weeks out.
Right?
Yeah, fully bulked up. Smash. I like those plates. Those are my favorite plates of all time.
Yeah.
Me too.
The big fat
my first
45.
gym had them.
Those are good.
Yeah. I'd love to have a whole bunch of those.
I've got a couple.
So I know a guy who just bought a Cybex leg press and he got it upholstered. He got it upholstered exactly like that bench with the teal and purple to match the leg press at this gym that was in the full-blown video.
You're kidding me.
Video Kevin shot here. Yeah, so he sent me a picture of it. He's like, look, it's perfect. It's exactly like the one Levrone uses. And he got the teal and purple upholstery. Oh, yeah.
That control on that negative, too. Like, he's owning
Look at that.
every bit of that.
Big F-off reps. Just cranking.
He was absurdly strong.
Yeah, man. He really was. Gets a little applause from the people standing around watching him. Yeah. I love gyms like this. This is the kind of gym I came up in.
Knuckle bust there.
This is cool.
Yeah. I believe that's a world gym, too. Is that not a world gym? They got his banner up.
Is it?
I can't remember the location, though.
Yeah, it was.
Someone else will know. In the face.
I've seen this video.
I love the stories.
The Marilyn Muscle Machine 100 times.
Yeah.
Is this Marilyn Muscle Machine? Is that what this is?
Yep.
I'm not sure what year it was, but you know where he's got those people making all his meals. He doesn't cook a single meal the whole prep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
They just drop him by his house, and then if he wants an extra, he goes back to their house and has him make another beef meal.
Yeah.
Second,
and they're just making him
405.
like fish and veggies.
Yeah, I remember they showed it in the video. They show his house, and they have he has no food in the entire house. The pantry's completely empty. There's like one can of something in there. The fridge is empty, other than the bag that they deliver.
Good. Hey, you can't cheat on your diet when you got no food.
You don't want to go too heavy though. You know, coming into a show, you just gotta.
Yeah, Jesus. And this is a guy who already tore his pec. This guy already tore his pec like multiple years ago, right?
So that was so funny because he kept telling the guy he got it, and he don't got it. He goes, "I said I got it." We can't hear.
Remember,
the voices, by the way, people.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, what's the belt say? Chanity? What name is that on there? Yeah.
Whatever his training partner's last name is.
Yeah, it's his. I don't need a belt. He's got one.
We're back over here on the incline still, huh?
Dropping back to 315.
Little back offset with everybody else's fucking max.
Right? 8, 9. Jeez.
So remember, Kevin said he didn't train to failure like purposely a lot, but we already saw him go to failure with 4 plates, and then that was like no RIR at all.
Yeah,
you know, basically like failed into the rack.
There's a movement that I love that is extinct currently.
I wish I could still do those. Then they hurt my shoulders. Oh God, 40-pound dumbbell, 40-pound dumbbell doing that. I just give up and drop the dumbbell. Yeah. Not technically an ideal pec movement, but just one of those things. You're like, Arnold did these, I'm doing them.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, like
you feel a little
fun in the gym.
It's fine.
You get some extra lat, you get some long head of the tricep.
Oh yeah,
you know, like a little love for the compound. You know, you think it's an isolation movement, but it's actually like multiple muscles.
No, we did those as part of John Meadows' plan. He had a ton of this exercise, and I would tell you, man, my triceps grew as a result. Like they definitely got bigger.
Yeah, you put a band on it too.
You do them across the bench too. Instead of being perpendicular, you'd be like on the whole bench.
Yeah.
Do them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And really focused on the stretch, kept in the lat. You know.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Perfect. Get out of here.
We didn't want him here anyway.
No, he's got a delivery. Dogs are probably going ape shit.
Nice. I mean, he's killing this too.
Oh yeah, he's grinding him out. I mean, he could have stopped there.
Oh yeah. Boo. This is a hell of a workout.
I think he peels down here shortly.
Yeah. All right.
If this video shows it, he peels down in a minute.
I love how Dusty, you know the play-by-play. I think I already know who you pick. I think I know who you pick out of physiques.
Kevin's got my favorite physique of all time. His physique at the Grand Prix. What year was it? I can't remember. But
is it
completely out of control?
Was it when he was like super big?
He was enormous, and I mean, he won as soon as he walked out. It was obscene.
Head shaved Levrone at that time?
No, I don't think he was in that one.
I'm trying to place it.
But he had Rage Against the Machine going for the music.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I was thinking of. I think he did have the shaved head at that time.
Was it? Okay. Yeah, he was absolutely obscene. My favorite pec movement, fly movement of all time right here.
Is it? Really?
That also seems to be extinct. Yeah, I did him today.
Yeah.
What did I say on your post, Dusty?
Yeah, like best movement ever. Fight me.
I said best crossover variation ever. Fight me. I know everyone's doing all these fancy, like they're standing straight up and they have no bracing behind them at all. And on this one, the bracing is your body weight.
Yep.
You know, like that's why they're the best. Like I've tried crossovers with the pulleys adjusted in all different positions.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like just old school high pulley crossovers cranking out most musculars.
He's not done there though. Going to do some pec deck as well.
Is he standing? Oh no, he's got the seat. I thought he was standing in the machine, but he's got the seat. I just thought.
So
that's an old flex.
Got the whole stack, and he's just slamming it together too. Bam.
Yeah, beautiful reps.
Yeah.
Did you hear him? He goes, "Is that the whole stack?"
Yeah. Yeah, he's making it look easy.
I better do 20.
Verifying, because that just doesn't seem heavy enough.
Right?
Just cranking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll it forward here. All right, here's where we get some posing. Ooh. It's almost not fair because I feel like he looks a lot fuller than Flex did here. You know what I'm saying?
Blown out of control here. I like how he's looking for lighting. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter where you stand.
Right?
It's obscene.
Yeah.
I'll see that detail in the dark.
So like off the rack, he wins this one. I mean, maybe Flex needed like, a whole pot of rice or something.
He needed a Subway sandwich. Yeah, he needed a
Subway sandwich.
He needed a 12-inch. Yeah.
But
that back.
But,
oh God.
Yeah. But
it was always
Kevin
his triceps for me. I mean, like the shape of the tris.
Yeah.
That shot right here when he hits this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, his triceps are so crazy.
Oh yeah, he's shredded. Lats are all fibered out.
The lower lats on him, just hanging there.
You know when you're doing a rear lat spread and I see your triceps, there's something going on. Yeah.
But
Oof.
I don't know. I don't know if there's enough RIR.
Oh.
Bros, bro.
While you were away, Ron, Scott answered the question for me because he knows Levrone's my absolute favorite. So he wins my I'll take his physique over anyone on the planet ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, also another thing about Levrone is like,
look at that walking.
Jeez.
Look at all the way into the neck, the traps.
Yeah. Yeah, those traps speak of being like legit strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder who the people at home have, though, because I know we have a lot of Flex Wheeler fans, too. So I want to hear the people comment and let us know. And don't just – it's hard. This is almost a ringer here because Levrone is so much fuller than Flex was in his video.
Yeah, I think Levrone's weeks out here, and I think Flex was like days out, and he was probably completely hooped.
Yeah.
But
he had that look, you know.
Yeah, and he looked dead.
Right,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
On the bench, it's like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And Kevin's like, throw another plate on.
Yeah.
I ate 5 pounds of fish today.
Well, in fairness, the judges agreed with me the day of the show. So
yeah. Kevin did beat Flex that particular year. I'm just gonna see if the score is actually up. It was close. So Ronnie had straight first. He's 5.555 right across the board.
Yep.
And then Kevin had 12, 10, 10, 10. So like he was one judge had him in third. You know what I mean? And then Flex Wheeler had like a mix of thirds and a second and a couple fourths. So Flex and Sean actually traded some too. But it was a battle that year.
Yeah,
we're gonna sweep on Ronnie's legs, even though we're not supposed to be talking about him.
Yeah.
Obscene.
Do we have a picture of Flex that year? 2000 Flex.
I think I just found one. Let's see. What's this? No, that's not it. Hold on. You guys keep talking. I'll find something here.
Don't pull it up wrong. We'll get roasted.
Right.
Oh, I got one right here. That should be it. When I typed in 2000 flex, a whole bunch came right up and they have the year written on them. So
hold on a second. Here's something. This says 2000 on it at least. It's from a YouTube video.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Same background.
All right.
Yeah.
Look how much bigger Flex looks here than he did in the video.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
Look at how separated it is all up to the hip. It's not even in the picture, and you can still can't ignore it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I was starting bodybuilding at this time to watch these freaks.
Yeah, I know.
Still my
Good
favorite
times.
era, and I wasn't in it, so no one can judge me.
Here's another freeze frame at some point from the show.
That would have been like at the end of the call outs, they're probably saying, I won that call out.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone, I won that call out.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line. You hear Wayne D'Amelia? Back in line, gentlemen. And everyone goes, yeah, I won that call out.
Check out this early picture of Flex. Check that out.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, he looked incredible. Dude, like imagine back then, he might have been like, I'm just going to go straight into classic and win everything. You know what I mean?
Never gain weight.
Right.
Yeah. Never put on any more weight. I'll just stay like 190. I'm perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
okay, guys. Well, thanks, gentlemen. That was fun. I like the reactions. I like the memory lane stuff.
Absolutely.
I think people love a little mini history lesson if they're catching up. You know, if they're younger than us, obviously they're catching up a little. So thanks to you guys. And we love that you want to see the reactions because they're fun to do no matter what we do. So remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and
ring the bell. There it is.
Okay.
Thanks for coming back, Ron.
IamMutant.com. You know what to do. Okay. Dusty, Big Ron are your codes. Save money. Save money. Save money. Okay.
You're not spending,
Thanks,
you're
guys.
saving.
And getting jacked at the same time, which is even
We're
more
basically
valuable.
paying you. Yeah, we're basically paying you to buy supplements, right?
The more you save is what you tell your wife about, not how much you spent.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl math. Use your girl math on
I
that.
saved $200 on supplements at Mutant today.
Yeah, I
It's a
made
lot of
$200 today. I made $200 today. Yeah.
Yeah.
By not spending it.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for everything. Remember, it's just bodybuilding reacts.